Hey, good morning, everyone. Whether you're joining me on Facebook or Instagram this morning, we are being brought to you Pinky Ghelani live by SBM Bank, the Merchants of Hope. They're bringing you conversations to enlighten, enliven, and enrich your lives. This content is purely positive so that you can gain something from all of this. And it's kind of a bit sort of steering from what we're getting bombarded with in the mainstream media. I just see on my Instagram handle, everyone's like, you're 9 minutes late. I'm very sorry. I'm not in charge of technology over here, and I do my best to be on time. And it's, sometimes the technology does let us down. How are you doing though? Thank you so much for joining me on, like I said, whether it's Facebook or Instagram. I'm just gonna ask you a favor as I sort of share my link on my other pages. Just give me a moment, please. In the meantime, tell me where you're watching from. Tell me where you are joining us from, where you, yeah, you know what I mean. So I'm just gonna share that. Yeah. As usual, the internet is slow. All right, so I've shared that and I thank you. Guys, please do share this because we're going to be talking about mental wellness. And it is Mental Health Awareness Month. May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And, I'm big on mental health awareness. I'm very sort of a voice. I want people to be having this conversation more and more. I'm just looking at my Instagram and you say you're watching from Arusha, you're watching from Third Parklands, and it's just great. You're watching from Juba, South Sudan. Hello. Timeless Noel is watching from the North Pole. Well, Timeless Noel, I hope you're keeping warm, and make sure the Rona don't get you because it likes cold weather. Timeless is joking with me, of course. He is here in Nairobi, Kenya. I assume you're in Nairobi, but I definitely know you are in Kenya. All right, so like I said, in this video, I'm going to be talking about 5 ways so as to help your mental well-being. 5 tips on how you can improve your mental well-being. We are living in very abnormal times, yet we seem to be acting extremely normal. Now, this is why I do these conversations, why I think it's important that you continuously check in with yourself. These conversations are brought to you by SBM Bank, and like I said before, they are the merchants of hope, and they are ensuring that we have a stronger, better tomorrow. So let's talk about the mental well-being and the aspects of mental well-being. The 4 or 5 aspects that I would say that there are is connection, being active, learning something new and helping somebody, and taking notice. So these are the 5 things that you need to be aware of when it comes to your mental well-being. Connection is key, especially when it comes to mental wellness. And with all this social distancing, that's why I don't like the term social distancing. That's why I've kept on saying it's physical distancing, because we need to remain social. We are social creatures, and whether we're keeping in touch via technology or you're going out, you really shouldn't be, right? Just to even meet your friend from a distance, make sure you are intentional with that. Stay in touch with your family, stay in touch with everybody around you. It's very important to remain connected. Being active is also something that's so important, so good for mental wellness. And here's the good news for lazy people like me. It doesn't have to be high impact for it to work. You could just do like 10-minute walk, whatever it is, just some movement, just as long as you're intentional as well and you're saying that this is what I'm doing in order to remain active. Let's just talk a little bit about well-being before I get into those 5 ways to improve your mental well-being. Well-being is basically feeling good about yourself, about the world around you, and also being able to cope and developing resilience. it's not just about being happy, it includes how satisfied you are with your life and your sense of purpose and your feelings. And I have discussed 5 ways to, find your purpose. And if you're looking for that video, you can find it on YouTube. So go up onto my YouTube channel. I don't know why I said it's up. Wherever it is, just go find it. It's on my YouTube channel, and you can find how you can 5 ways to find your purpose. And once you find your purpose, you basically get everything in sync. Listen, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. I will not stress this enough. It doesn't mean that just because it's the month that we need to be talking about mental wellness, but this is an opportunity for us to really normalize this conversation, because more and more people will be talking about it. But mental health is very important at every stage of your life: childhood, adolescence, and of course, adulthood. So, how do we improve our mental well-being? Thank you everyone for joining me, whether you are on Instagram or you are on Facebook. These conversations are brought to you by SBM Bank, who are the merchants of hope. And today we are talking about mental well-being. If you are just joining, welcome. And make sure you comment. Let me know where you are watching from. The color for mental health awareness is green, which is why I've been intentional to wear some green today. I want you to normalize this conversation, because we can. Keep checking in on yourself first, and then check in on whoever you need to check in. Like I said before, we are living in abnormal times, and this is our reaction is extremely normal. Wear a mask. Okay, we'll wear a mask. Let's also not be sheeple, people. All right, let's just find out what works for us. Number 1, how do you improve your mental well-being is be curious about your mental well-being. The thing about being well is that it should be actually something that we are, instead of something that we do, if that makes sense to you. When was the last time you did something for yourself and you felt great about it? Pleasure is completely temporary. What is important is the happiness. And here's a fun fact. Nobody can give you happiness. Nothing can give you happiness. The only person who can make you happy is you. Does that make sense? It takes a lot of internal work. When I say be curious, you're just like, oh man, I thought you were going to give me shortcuts. I thought you were just going to tell me this is how you do it and I'll find my mental well-being. Well, no, it is work. And the minute you get curious about your mental well-being, you have to be prepared to meet your demons, befriend them, sit with them, and understand where they're coming from. Our mental well-being can change not only from day to day, but also from moment to moment. Second way to improve our mental well-being: apply the 17-second rule. If you hold a thought for 17 seconds, you set it in motion for manifestation. I'm a big on oh my God, thoughts create things. I'm big on that. Also, the biggest thing is when you attach a feeling to the thought, it becomes more likely to become a reality. What you need to do is be aware of your thoughts. Now, remember, your thoughts are not defining of who you are, and what they can do is our thoughts can take us into a very dark space. So when you become conscious of what you are thinking, you are able to cut off a thought that can take you down a downward spiral, that can take you toward a downward spiral. Once you cut it off, replace it with a more positive, something that makes you feel happy, an affirmation, if you will. Hold that thought for 17 seconds. And if you can, attach a feeling towards positivity to that thought. See what I mean? I told you, it takes work. So now I'm asking you to be conscious of all those thoughts that we are thinking. 70,000 thoughts a day, and you need to be wary of what's going on in there. The third way of improving your mental well-being is the 2 M's. I like to call them the 2 M's. Meditation and mindfulness. It has been proven, right? We know this. Meditation is key in living a better life. There's so many ways that you can meditate. And I'd really encourage you to take time out of your day to incorporate this practice so that it becomes a part of your lifestyle. Being mindful basically allows us to release negative feelings, any emotions that are weighing us down. Being mindful means that you pay attention to what you are doing, be it taking a shower, walking, or eating. Whenever your mind wanders, just bring it back. Being mindful basically means observing of the senses. So you can be mindful at any time. Meditation sort of is a bit more of a conscious practice where you're, breathing in, you're going internally, you're closing your eyes. Maybe start off, if you've not started yet, 1 minute, take it longer every day, until you're at least doing 20 minutes of meditation a day. Our fourth way to being conscious of our mental well-being is give and take, I would say. This is one of the aspects, right, of mental well-being. When you do something for somebody else, and I think I've said this so many times, it almost sounds like I'm a broken record, you immediately feel better. And, let me tell you something, it does not have to be for the gram. In fact, if nobody knows about it, even better. A random act of kindness can really help not only you, but another person change their entire perspective on how they view the world. And therefore, it makes you feel really good. And here's another fun fact. You cannot feel good and feel bad at the same time. Research has proven that when you do something for somebody else, it does make you feel really, really good. Helping others is a way to basically enrich your life. And I strongly feel it should be a part of our ethos. I think it's something that we don't have to be taught or reminded of in a video. It's an energy that lies within us. We just need to unlock it. And we need to bring up our children with that. The fact that we can be kind, or we can give back, or we can help others. And I think this is what our time here in this, sort of lockdown or quarantine or whatever it is that we're going through, what you may be going through, is to sort of reconnect with who we are. And who we are is definitely that of keeping an eye out for other people, being our brother's keeper. And this is what it's teaching us, right? The fifth way for mental well-being is to stop. Just stop. Sometimes in life we feel like we're doing everything. Even being positive and being encouraging can be exhausting. And here's something that you should know, because we're all brought up with conditioning and we're all been taught something or the other. There's absolutely no wrong in doing nothing, especially when it's for yourself. Don't feel guilty about it. Don't feel bad about it. The thing is, you have to understand that you deserve some downtime, and really, really do absolutely nothing during your downtime. Don't read a book. Don't watch Netflix. Don't call anyone. Just sit or lie down or be. And again, this brings you back to mindfulness, because when you're just being, you tend to observe and you can just watch and look. After this, I've tried this a few times. I've seen that I've reached a point of burnout, or, where I'm in a really low space. And I feel like if I do nothing, even if it's just for 10 minutes, I come back refreshed. And you'd be surprised how much energy you're able to give back. In moments when you're just stressed out, just stop. There's absolutely nothing wrong with stopping. So those are the 5 ways that you can practice, how you can improve your mental well-being. And you have the power to take positive steps now on how to improve your mental health, your emotional health. If you slowly put in place routines and habits, regular patterns, you will feel better through gradual change. May is Mental Health Awareness Month. We are talking more and more about your mental health, your mental well-being, because if you are fine, then you can be able to give back better. And remember, that's what we need to do. We need to be present, not only for ourselves, but our family members and everybody around us too. If you have any questions, I don't see any questions. I've seen a comment here on Instagram. Oh, it's not letting me scroll down. Something about guilt. Oh, bummer. The screen. Oh, there it is. Always guilty. I'm always guilty doing nothing. You see, it's such I think because we have been conditioned to be, what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you doing this? Be active, be productive, do something, do something. It's actually okay to do nothing and allow yourself that. Just don't get stuck there. This is what I say about everything. It's okay to not be okay, but just don't get stuck there. It's okay to not do anything, but just don't get stuck there. Yeah, I'd love to know what you think about this video. I have so many more videos on my YouTube channel on mental health awareness and what's going on in the world right now. So why don't you head over to my channel? You can look at other videos. If you're feeling a bit low, a bit stressed out, then there may be tools there that could help you. If it's not you, maybe you feel somebody, maybe there's somebody you're a bit concerned about, always feel free to tag them or ask them to head over to watch any of the videos that we are producing for you. These conversations are brought to you by SBM Bank, the merchants of hope for a stronger and better tomorrow. Remember, we are here to enlighten and enrich your lives with these conversations. The information that we give to you is here to enliven and basically encourage you as well. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for sharing your energy with me this morning, this Thursday morning. I really, really appreciate it from wherever you are in the world. Thank you very much for tuning in to Pinky Ghelani Live. We'll be back again with more next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.